With the early release of 550 prisoners across Scotland set to be approved tomorrow in an attempt to drive down the population behind bars, STV News is getting an exclusive look at how the Scottish Prison Service is looking to prevent reoffending.
A new families and parenting policy aims to put rehabilitation at its heart. It's hoped connecting with their children before release can help incentivise prisoners not to return to a life of crime. Lewis Mickey reports.
This quality time between David and his daughter is the highlight of his week in HMP Edinburgh. This sort of activity is baked into the new family and parenting policy across Scottish prisons. It's hoped it can have a similar impact for other families.
Since she's so young, it's quite a good thing to see her as often as I can, pretty much. It's quite good, I feel good at it. I spend more time with my kids when I go out, because obviously at this point I'm missing quite a lot of time with them now. Obviously in other visits you don't get to, you have to sit in your seat more of the time, whereas with the bonding visits you get to get up and walk about and actually spend like proper time with your kid rather than just sitting in a chair the whole time.
It's just brilliant, you know what I mean? It's not something you expected when they came in, that they do things like this, so it's nice to actually see them having a special bit just for them to interact with the kids. She draws up at the front bit of the building and she goes, "Daddy," and then the rest will tell you she runs down the corridor shouting "Daddy" usually.
The Scottish Prison Service wants to put a greater focus on mitigating the impact of imprisonment on the children of those behind bars, but also to better prepare parents for life after release. The charity Early Years Scotland provides support across 5 prisons.
In HMP Edinburgh, they have a breakfast together before they start their session. They have that chance to really bond and play and have fun with their child, even within what could be seen as quite a challenging environment. The dads also go through a father's programme with us. They have a 10-week programme. They talk to us about saying, "I know now that my child needs me. I'm not going to come back in." So if we can help to support that reduction in reoffending, then that's wonderful.
Prisons across the UK are currently battling the impact of high numbers. The early release of 550 prisoners by the Scottish Government will be voted on tomorrow. Let's hope programmes like this can help play a part in solving the issue.
Everything becomes more challenging when we've got high prison population. It puts additional pressure on our resources, so we have more individuals all vying for the same service, and there's only so many hours in the day that we can actually deliver the services that we want to. Individuals that we have in prison are going to be going back out and going back into that family unit, and if we can work with them and their kids to try and, develop and strengthen the family relationships, then it means that when they return to the community, the transition is a lot easier for them.
Staff here and at other prisons across Scotland hope programmes like this, which offer rehabilitation, can reduce reoffending and in turn look to prevent the ongoing issue of prison overcrowding. Families hope it can strengthen their bond on the outside. Lewis Mickey, STV News, HMP Edinburgh.